on the ranch, we're going to be fertilizing, disking, just doing everything we can to get ready for spring. Right now we're down in the wheat field. It's coming on pretty good, but I think the fertilizer will really help so we can get a good yield of hay this year off of it. It's also, the fertilizer we're using will help with the wheat now, and then we come back once we harvest it for hay, we come back and plant sorghum Sudan. We just got back from the co-op with 5,000 pounds of fertilizer, and we're gonna apply it with this tractor today. Follow along. With this fertilizer, we're doing about 100 pounds to the acre, which is about 50 pounds of nitrogen. So you just come back to the machine, look at the chart and go to how much it weighs per ton, divide that out, and then adjust this accordingly by turning this. We just pulled this lever back, locked it in place. It engages the wheel to spin it, so we're ready to go. Year in this field, we have a big burn right here. It went from kind of where that tree is right there up all the way almost to where those piles of dirt are, right about there. This year we dozed it out, smoothed it out, and made it into one continuous pasture where we can or field where we can drive and plant, harvest, and do everything in one big pass. Man, it sure makes it nice. There was also a big sinkhole over here that we used this berm to push in and fill out. And I'm talking, it was probably 15 feet wide, 20 feet long, and the deepest part about 8 to 10 feet deep. And you can still kind of see the low spot, and that was it. So I'm glad the wheat has come in and got established. Therefore, we don't have too much runoff, maybe, or erosion due to runoff. Maybe just a little right here, but I'd say that's pretty good if you could see it how it was last year. This field made about 28 acres. Or this field's about 28 acres. Last year with wheat and alfalfa crop that didn't take, we only baled about, I think about 35 bales. Put your guess of how many bales we'll probably get this year of 28 off this 28 acres in the comments below. Thinking we're getting pretty good coverage of fertilizer. I couldn't tell you if we're actually getting 100 pounds to the acre like it's calibrated for, but looks good enough for me. We're still in the 28 acre wheat field, but like I mentioned earlier, it was alfalfa that didn't really take, but walking through it on foot, you can still see some places that have alfalfa, like there, and well, some of this might be hairy vetch, but some of it's alfalfa. So hopefully it will mix in with this wheat, and that'll be really good. It'll fixate nitrogen into the soil, so might reduce our fertilizer costs next year. I doubt it, but hey, every bit helps. I used to really want a real nice new tractor with AC and navigation, which I still probably do, but you can't beat an old open cab tractor, definitely in the springtime here. It feels amazing. I'm gonna let my grandfather continue with this. With it being spring, we got a lot of stuff to do, so I'm gonna run over and get ready for controlling the flies with the cattle. We're gonna give them a lick tub with Clarifly in it and go from there. So follow along. Load up, Harley. Let's go for a ride. Load up. Okay, everybody, we just got to where the Akaushi cows are kept, and we're going to give them a lick tub with some IGR on it. Here's the protein tub we use with the Alticid, which is also kind of like IGR. It does the same thing on killing the flies. It kills the larvae or the eggs in the manure, I believe. So it breaks the cycle, the fly cycle, I guess. So I'm gonna unload it off the bed of the truck and put it right here, and hopefully the Akaushi and Wagyu will come and find it. And I know some of y'all will say, well, isn't Akaushi Wagyu? Well, yes, but that's kind of just how we break up the names here, because we have some that are true Akaushi, and then we have some that are solid black Wagyu. But anyways, this is for them, and hopefully it helps. Alrighty, it's set and ready to go. I don't know if I mentioned, but we only really use the protein lick tubs with Alticid or IGR, whichever one we get from whichever dealer, coming into spring. Once spring starts, we like to go more towards the loose mineral with Alticid or IGR, something to help with the fly, even with maybe some that have sulfur in it, or sulfur or garlic. Also depends on which ag supply store we go to, but we really think if you can try to combat it in all three ways, it really helps reduce pink eye and stuff like that. We haven't, fingers crossed that this year we don't have any signs of pink eye. We haven't yet, so it seems to be working for us, but that's kind of how we do it here. Now that we just dropped off the molasses protein tub with IGR in it, now we're gonna go run over to some calves we have lotted up that you saw in last week's video of giving them shots. Make sure they're still able to get out of the corral and go into greener pasture. And also check the water just in case they decide to drink that instead of out of the creek or pond. So follow along. Made it over to the corrals, and it looks like all the calves have figured out their way out, which I'd hope so. The gate's just right over there, wide open, pretty easy, and they still got even some water. So all is good in the world over here. now we can get back to getting ready for the spring flush, is what I like to call it. All right, everybody, we just got done putting out the fertilizer on the wheat pasture and dropping off the lick tubs with all the SID for the cows. And it looks like a storm's rolling in just in time. Hopefully we get a good amount of rain with this storm. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to eat beef.